Like I said, we got 2.5 bottles, and these are new. I created this channel for women of color, for us to have a safe space to share relatable experiences, and I'm sharing my journey. I share my perinatal, but now transitioning to my postpartum journey as I have a 4-month-old, and just sharing the many adversities that we face, maternal adversities that we face as women of color, and also some great tips and products that can help other women that are on this journey. So I discuss different topics like breastfeeding, perinatal, postpartum depression, emotional wellness, physical wellness, and just touching on so many pain points with the journey as we're going through this journey of perinatal and postpartum. So that's a little bit about what moms need to be well, why I created this channel. So today we're talking about breastfeeding, and I'm celebrating a milestone because usually, as you can hear my 4-month-old, she talking now. But usually my last pregnancy, I stopped at 3 months because I went back to work. I was struggling with perinatal, with postpartum depression, because I had anxiety with, separation anxiety with leaving my baby. And I started back working out. So I just was not producing a lot of milk with all those challenges that were going on during that time. So this time I did more research. I was very intentional on this breastfeeding journey. So I'm 4 months in, and I just want to share some helpful tips with you if you are a new or expecting mom that once has the desire to breastfeed, or you're on that journey and you're experiencing some challenges along the way. First and foremost, let's just say that breastfeeding is a beautiful thing. It definitely it's an undescribable feeling, but it creates that bond between you and the baby. So I absolutely love it. But it can be challenging at times. As moms, we juggle a lot. And especially me being a mom of 3, and my kids, they are in different age groups. So I have an 18-year-old, I have a 4-month-old, and I have a 4-month-old. So they're pulling me from every which way, on top of me trying to get back into the swing of things with transitioning back to work from maternal leave, and also trying to get my health back on track with fitness, because not only am I postpartum, but I have PCOS, which is a hormonal imbalance condition that I have, and I don't want to mix that with the postpartum and slip back into postpartum depression. So I'm being very intentional this time, and that's very important as well when it comes to breastfeeding. So first and foremost, I wanted to share this product with you. I tried 2 products to help my milk production. The first one was a product from Pink Stork. Pink Stork is a brand that I use, and I use them to take postnatal and perinatal vitamins, which is amazing. Now, I did take a vitamin that was supposed to support lactation, but I didn't really see a difference. So one of my friends recommended this product for me, and I tried it over a weekend, and my milk production was up. So it's called Phenogreek, and this is just a brand that I got off of Amazon. And honestly, I don't have to really take this anymore because I'm making sure that I'm hydrating, I'm getting as much rest as I can, and I'm also trying to keep my stress levels down. And not only that, but also I have a breast pump schedule. So with me having that breast pump schedule, it helps me to be intentional with making sure that I'm getting all of her feedings in, and that I'm also sticking to a pump schedule where I'm not having that engorgement in my breast. So that has really truly helped me, where I no longer have to use this product, but it definitely does work. You do have to take about 3 pills. So I know that can be like a challenge. This is the size of the pills. They're capsules, which is wonderful. But if you're not a pill taker, then of course I'm going to give you some other amazing things that you can do to help you on your breastfeeding journey and keep you encouraged, because it can be exhausting. The earliest that I usually get up to like latch her or just pump is 4 a.m. and my workouts are at 6 a.m. So if I go back to sleep, I'm not getting my workout in for that day. So that's a challenge that I've been facing when it comes to pumping or latching, because she sleeps throughout the night, but she's getting up at 3 and 4 a.m. To feed. Right now I have a 4-month-old, so she's actually up to about 4.5 to 5 ounces. So if I'm pumping 3 hours, making sure that I'm hydrated, making sure that I eat, then I am producing at least 2 bottles. So 5 ounces per breast, which is really, really good if you do your research about what the production, like what the average production is for pumping. Then you will see that me producing 5.5 to 5.5 ounces per breast is actually really great with production. Sometimes I have an overflow where I'm able to freeze it, which I've been doing because I plan on having me a postpartum girls trip coming up really soon. So I want to make sure she has enough milk while she's here with dad. Also, another thing is definitely latch when you can. It is still challenging, although I do have an advantage because I'm working from home. But going to that bottle with milk I already have has been more convenient for me. But after her baths at night and even early in the morning when I'm tired and I don't want to get up and fix a bottle, I do latch. And that also helps because your child is still going to get the feeding in that she needs. Actually, when they latch, when they're sucking on your nipple, to get that milk, it's coming out quicker than what it would produce with the breast pump. And it's also sending signals to your brain to actually push out more milk. So definitely latch as much as you can, but you can try to create the balance with latching and pumping. So typically I'll latch 2 to 3 times a day, but I'm trying to pump at least 6 times a day so that I have enough milk. So keeping that schedule. And also another thing is make sure you're taking vitamins. You can take a multivitamin, but what has helped me is I'm still taking prenatal vitamins, or you can do a postnatal vitamin. I did share the brand that I use in some of my other YouTube videos. So definitely catch up and check out the first part of breastfeeding that I shared on my YouTube, my last YouTube video, to see what products you can use. But I noticed that the perinatal vitamin has truly helped me because breastfeeding takes a lot of energy from you. You actually burn about 20 calories you burn about 20 calories per ounce that you're producing. So you're burning a lot of energy. And you want to make sure that you're refueling yourself so that you're not too exhausted to latch on for your baby to latch on or to actually pump. Now, I have had times where I'm waking up in puddles of milk because I'm just too exhausted or tired to get up and to actually pump. So it does require having that intention and having a schedule, because sometimes I just don't feel like, pumping. But I take into consideration that it's just another daily task, part of my day, and my baby is getting nutrients and vitamins that she needs from me producing that milk. And I also use it for milk baths. I also use it for her hair, the breast milk if she's breaking out. She's had a breakout before, so I've used it on her face. So there are a lot of benefits to having that breast milk. I know some moms out there, you may have wine or you may have a drink here or there, or you may even drink coffee. So check out my last breastfeeding YouTube video. I do give some good information about that too, as well as a rule of thumb. And I shared a link from the CDC about breastfeeding and alcohol and caffeine usage. So if you have some concerns about that, definitely check out that video as well. So until next time, Be good to yourself, extend yourself grace, and remember. So she's up to about 5.5 ounces. So I literally was only able to pump like maybe 1.5 bottles. But let me show you this morning. Like, I got up, I worked out, I was hydrated, my energy levels were up, my mental is up, and I'm gonna show you like what the difference is. Look at that. From one boob. That's literally probably a bottle and a half right there, just off of one boob. So I got like 2.5 bottles right now because I'm such in a better headspace today, and of course focusing on my nutrition and staying hydrated. And just like I said, we got 2.5 bottles, and these are new bags, so I usually use these like 2 to 3 times before I dispose of them, and it's worked for me, but I gotta order some more. But this is really good versus me having just like maybe 2 bottles yesterday. I noticed it that my 4-month-old, she has become gassy, excessively having, gas. And of course, breast milk is like a natural laxative, so it's supposed to help them go regularly. But as she's transitioning and her digestive system is still developing, she has been experiencing some challenges with going regularly, having regular bowels. We get a lot of wet diapers, but regular bowels, and just being gassy. So definitely go take a look at my short that I created. In that short, it actually has some details and tips on products that you can use to kind of ease that constipation and that gas. Now, this product right here is by Mommy Bliss. It's called Gripe Water. There is a original and there is a nighttime one. The nighttime one is for ages 1 month and over, but this one starts as early as 2 weeks, and it really helps with gas, colic, fussiness, and hiccups for your baby. So that has really helped to kind of ease her gas and the fussiness, because no one wants to be constipated. So that has really helped with that. And I'm going to share a short with tips on other things that you can do to kind of ease that gas and constipation. But I wanted to stay on the topic of breastfeeding so that you can just stay encouraged while on your journey. And like I said, what has really helped me is keeping that schedule. So if you have a calendar or a planner, with time slots selected in there, or if you just want to write it on your calendar, what I have noticed is pumping every 3 hours has helped me. 2 hours I was getting exhausted trying to pump every 2 hours, and then also feeling discouraged because I was missing my window. And sometimes I would just forget and pump earlier than I was supposed to, and I wasn't producing as much milk. So every 3 hours has really helped with my milk production. So until next time, be good to yourself, extend yourself grace, and remember, motherhood is a journey and not a destination. Take care, mamas.